Hello, welcome to Art 100. This is your Art 100 introductory video. The picture that you're looking at is me. I figure this is the best version of me for you to see, and this will help you to have a face to put with the voice that you're going to hear for the next 15 or so weeks. So that's enough of that. Let's move on to the important stuff. This is your Art 100 Blackboard site. Art 100 is an introduction to art. During the course of this semester, we will cover content related to art, art processes, art mediums, and art history. It is a very broad overview of art making from 35,000 BC to present. The first thing that you will get to on the Blackboard site is the announcements page. There will be an announcement from me at least once a week, introducing the content for the week. If there are other things that I need to tell you, there will be other announcements from me. And you should get an email each time an announcement is put up. Next, we'll look at the course documents page. Here you'll be able to find the syllabus, the course calendar, and there are some articles that I have added to this page that are just optional. They're articles that I think are interesting. You're not required to read them, but you might find them interesting too. So I've included them for you. Here you'll find the syllabus and the course calendar. We're not going to look at the syllabus in this video, but I want you to look at the syllabus and I want you to read the syllabus. There's important information in there for you. We are going to look at the course calendar. The course calendar lays out the course by weeks. Here in yellow you'll see the due dates for each week. Week 1, your first due date is August 28th and your second due date is August 31st. So every week you will have a Thursday and a Sunday due date. I want you to think of this as a 2-day-a-week class. If you were meeting face-to-face for a 2-day-a-week class, you would have an hour and 15 minutes of content 2 days a week. That's the way that this online course is laid out. You will have approximately an hour and 15 minutes of content and a quiz for each section. There will be 2 sections per week. And you have 2 deadlines. So you have a Thursday deadline and a Sunday deadline. I hope that this is clear. It's completely okay to get ahead of your deadlines, but don't get behind them. So if you want to have everything done by Wednesday, that's totally fine. But if you want to do all your content on Friday, that's going to be less fine. You'll lose points for not making your deadlines. Okay, this should be clear, and it should be clear throughout the site. The deadlines have been made very clear for you. So for week 1, on Thursday, August 28th, the introduction survey, the syllabus quiz, and there's a discussion board question that are due on Thursday the 28th. There's no reading for that first section. For the second section, we will be discussing what is art. There are lecture videos that you will watch, and you will read chapter 1, and you'll do the quiz, and it will be due on August 31st. I hope that that's clear how the calendar works. We will be reading the textbook, and content for the course pretty much follows the content of the textbook. We don't really skip around. There is a chapter or 2 that we skip. So we will not hit every chapter, but almost every chapter. There will also be 2 exams. There will be a midterm exam and a final exam. Those due dates are also there clear on the calendar, and they will also be made clear in the content of the course. Okay, the next thing that we're going to look at is the weekly modules. This is probably the place that you're going to spend the most time on the Blackboard site. This is where you'll find all of the lecture videos and all the content and all the quizzes. Here is the week 1 module. I'm certain that you've seen this because you're watching this video, so you've been in here. What you'll find in each one of these modules is a weekly to-do list. This is very important to you. This is going to give you all of the things that you need to read and watch and all the content. It tells you everything that you need to do, and it will also include a reference to any outside assignments or discussion board questions that you need to answer, and give you the due dates for each of the quizzes and any other content. I tried to build this to be as clear as possible so that there wouldn't be any question what you were supposed to be doing. The next thing that you'll see in the weekly module are the lecture videos and content. So again, for this week, by Thursday, you need to have completed the syllabus quiz, the introduction survey, and the discussion board response. Let's talk about the discussion board. I'm sure that you've all had experience with the discussion board, but in case you haven't, here is the discussion board. I will create the question that you need to answer under the forum. So click on the question, and then you will create a thread. Be sure that you include your name in the thread so that I know who you are when I'm grading your discussion board. Create a thread, include your name, and then answer the question using appropriate academic language. You will be graded on these. And then submit. And that's it. If you are responding to someone else's discussion board thread, click on their thread, hit reply, and then answer using appropriate academic language, and then hit submit. It's that easy. That's the discussion board. My email address is included under staff information. I'm always available via email. I will do my best to respond to you within 24 hours, Monday through Friday. There are occasional weekends when I can't get back to you that quickly because I'm traveling or whatever. The next thing I want to talk to you about is extra credit. How can you get extra credit? Like it says in the syllabus, you can get extra credit by attending an outside cultural event. For instance, by going to the Boise Art Museum. When you go, be sure to take your student ID, because as a student you can get discounted entry into the Boise Art Museum. Also, on First Thursday, the first Thursday of the month, it's free to everyone. So that's your opportunity to go and have an outside cultural experience and write a one-page reflection about your experience and submit it to me via email with the words extra credit in the subject line, and you will receive 1 percentage point added to your final grade. It will not be included into your cumulative grade along the way. It will be added to your final grade. So, for instance, if you end up with a 90% in the class and you have done 3 outside cultural events and submitted an extra credit reflection on them, you could take your A- and turn it into an A just from your extra credit. And I have seen that happen for people, that the extra credit has changed their grade. The Boise Art Museum is one possibility. Also, in case you didn't know this, the first Thursday of every month, the whole downtown area is open late. And many of the galleries have art openings, and there's events and special things going on downtown on First Thursday. So First Thursday counts as an outside cultural event. Right now at the Discovery Center, the Leonardo da Vinci exhibition is happening. They are also having Da Vinci related discussions that you would be able to find out about on the Discovery Center website. This one is not free, it does cost money, but it's potentially really interesting, and the exhibition is also very interesting. Here at the beginning of the semester, the Idaho Shakespeare Festival is happening, so there are dates still available to go see plays at the Shakespeare Festival. Later in the semester, the Boise Contemporary Theater will begin their season, so there are lots of opportunities to see theater. I'm certain that there will be theater produced during the semester in the theater department. That would also count. If there are guest speakers or scholars coming to campus, those kind of events would count. Cultural events that are happening at the Student Union building, that would count. If there are things that you hear about that I haven't listed, just ask me, and almost always I say, yes, that's a great cultural experience to have, you should definitely do that, and submit it for extra credit. The only ones that I don't count are rock shows and sporting events. So probably those are things that you would do anyway without my urging. My goal is to get you to stretch your boundaries, to do things that you might not normally do. So my goal is to get you out of the house and do things that will be an interesting life experience. And every experience that we have makes our life better. So your life is going to be better, and you're going to get extra credit. This is a win-win. Alright, that's all I have for you for this introductory video. I hope that you enjoy the course, and I hope that you get out of the house and have some life experiences. I'll see you in the next video.